And welcome back to PokeRanch, and this is a very exciting video. Yes, just like I predicted before, Ultra Beasts are here in the brand new set, Extradimensional Crisis, which is actually a crazy name. I love the name because this really will be an extra-dimensional crisis. Now, not everything was shown off in the trailer, as per usual, but we did see a few things confirmed. We did see some Buzzwoles, some Guzzlords. Obviously, Ultra Beasts are here, and they are their own special cards, so they will perform differently. They might have specific things that are unique, to Ultra Beast, like, the LUSAMINE card that we did also see. But enough of that talking about it. We actually do have some cards released in their HD form for us to look at, and in this video, we're just gonna analyze all of them. Get some early thoughts, how good we think they're gonna be, or, how bad we think they're gonna be. So let's just get right into it. As you can see, boom, thanks to PokemonZone.com, we actually do have most of the cards that were revealed in this video, shown before, and we can take a look at them. We can take a look at them and see what they do. Now, anyways, let's see what we got. Now, let's start with Buzzwell EX, 140 HP, decently tanky. Throw a Leaf Cape on him, he's pretty beefy. He's not crazy beefy, though. I do feel like I have to say that. He's not crazy beefy, compared to something like the Decidueye. But, it's decent HP. Now, we have Punch for 30. It's colorless, but there's nothing too crazy about that, in my opinion. We have Big Beat, 120, and you can't use it twice in a row. I'm not gonna lie, this is not incredibly impressive to me, but keep in mind, I don't know everything yet, and I'm not counting LUSAMINE. Also, we should just take a look at LUSAMINE right now. So LUSAMINE, you can use this card only if your opponent has gotten at least 1 point. Keep that in mind also. We can only use this if we already lost them on. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyways, choose one of your Ultra Beasts, attach 2 random energy to that Ultra Beast. So, what I'm thinking the synergy is, right? Let's look at something like Pheromosa. Pheromosa, Ultra Beast, right? The attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. It's very cheap. It attacks for like nothing, right? And it's probably gonna die. Look how squishy it is, right? Just like actual Pheromosa. I still hope that there is a Pheromosa EX. Oh, you can see the comments, look. But anyways, right? I still hope there is a Pheromosa EX. But let's say you start with Pheromosa, it dies, right? Then we go into LUSAMINE, we power up our Buzzwole, right? Power up our Buzzwole, and then let's say this Buzzwole does attack. We can retreat because we can build a Buzzwole in the back as well, and then go into another Buzzwole or another Ultra Beast and finish the game. I'm assuming you attack with Big Beat and then retreat with this thing. Because why would you keep it inactive? Why do you want it to take so much damage? Obviously, unless it can live the hit. No. Yeah, you always have to retreat this guy. So, I don't know. That's how I feel. I think Buzzwole, LUSAMINE, Pheromosa could be interesting. But I don't know yet. Let's do Guzzlord. Now, this guy is going to be fun. Because as you can see, Darkness, finally a strong, crazy Dark type. Wait, why did I say finally like we don't have Darkrai? We already have a strong, crazy EX Dark type. But it's glad to get another one that isn't Darkrai. Thank you, holy. Grindcore, flip a coin until you get head. Flip a coin until you get tails. For each heads, discard a random energy. This guy comes with Team Rocket installed into him, right? And then his actual move is Tyrannical Hole. Obviously, you need LUSAMINE to build this. You need LUSAMINE, because how are you building this? How do I feel about Guzzlord? No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, but will the videos be hilarious? Yes, I can't lie. I can't wait to have fun using it. It's gonna be one of the most fun EXs in the game, by far. Grindcore is just fun. It's trolly, it's like, Team Rocket built into a Pokemon will always be fun. When will that ever not be fun? But honestly, I'm thinking about how good will he actually be. I feel like this is a little bit much on the energy, but everything wants LUSAMINE, I guess, with these Ultra Beasts. So I guess it makes sense. We have Tapu Koko EX, which I actually did not think would get an EX. So I'm very surprised, honestly. But anyways, 90 damage, similar to Pikachu EX in the past, with no one needing to be on the bench. Very nice. 3 energy. And it also powers up itself. And it does damage at the same time. So it does 20 and powers itself. Kind of like Pachirisu. This comment is actually correct. I was just about to say, it's kind of like Pachirisu and Pikachu EX fused to get Tapu Koko EX. I think it's really good. I actually do think it's really good. It's really quick to get started. And I think it's an electric, you know, somebody to look out for in electric decks, you know? Somebody to look out for. Nihilego. This is a Pokemon that I love. I hope it gets an EX. I love Nihilego. One of my favorite Ultra Beasts. And it has Toxic, basically. More poison. Your opponent's active Pokemon takes plus 10 damage from being poisoned. So it's just a stronger poison. And of course, New Wave does do 30. For 2 though, I don't know about the for 2. I actually don't know how I feel about this thing. Maybe you're supposed to run it in Guzzlord decks, and it's supposed to die. I guess that's the whole point of LUSAMINE, right? Your opponent needs a point. This card looks incredible. I can't lie, this card looks incredible. But it looks terrible. It looks incredible visually, but I can't lie, this move looks terrible. Beat Punk for 3 energy, by the way. 3 energy. This Pokemon also does 70 damage to itself. I don't know, this seems kind of terrible. Like, am I missing something? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. It could, this guy's kind of spitting, I guess. It could come in as like a last hit KO'er by ramping it with LUSAMINE, but I don't really know how I feel about this. Ultra Thrusters. I like this card. Now, this card I really like. Ultra Thrusters. Now we have an Ultra Beast that is basically a tank. Once during your turn, you may switch your active Ultra Beast with one of your benched Ultra Beasts. So this thing has a free pivot. You know, this retreat cost does not matter. It can retreat for free as long as you're running Ultra Beasts with Ultra Beasts. And clearly, they want us to run Ultra Beasts with other Ultra Beasts. That's how it is. Moonbaton. Flip a coin. If Tails' attack does nothing, terrible. Don't ever attack with this thing. But it's a cool pivoter and tank. So yeah, I don't think it's ever worth placing energies on it though, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe slap a Rocky Helmet on it, you know? Neganadel. Now evolves from Pipool. Electro House. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. 40 for 1. 100 HP. It's decent, I guess. I don't really know. We're gonna have to see what people cook with that. Thunderclap Flash. We do have Zero Aura making his appearance. At the end of your first turn, take an electric energy from your energy zone and attach it to this Pokemon so he naturally powers himself. 2 for 50. I don't know, this guy's actually not impressive to me, I'm gonna be honest. Shinotic. Once during your turn, you may put a random Pokemon from your deck into your hand. Am I tripping? This seems pretty good, right? This seems pretty good for finding Mons. Who would you guys run this with? I don't know, let me know. Who would you guys run Shinotic with? Because this is a really good ability and he's colorless. I don't know, let me know what you guys would run that with. We already talked about Pheromosa, right? Very good early game Ultra Beast. You know, it goes down, you're able to ramp up. Wait. Very good Ultra Beast, you know, you put it in at the start, it gets KO'd, but then you can ramp up with LUSAMINE, your next Ultra Beast. I think it's a pretty good card. Type Null is here. And I can't lie, this card is not good. This card is not great. I don't know, there's nothing cool about this card. I love Type Null though, but I'm assuming Silvally will have a cool ability related to weakness and stuff, you know, kind of like Arceus. Rowlet. Flip 3 coins, the stack does 10 for each heads. The art is nice. Card is whatever, to be honest with you. Brass Rock. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes minus 20 from attacks. You know, it's also, I guess, like a tank, but it has 3 retreat. Unlike Celesteela, it can't retreat for free. I don't know how I feel about Stack Attacka. That's kind of bad to me. Xurkitree. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Yeah, not paralyzed, confused. I mean, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that, also. Thrash Metal, this is another Mon that you could run. You know, it'll get knocked out quicker than Pheromosa. That you could run. And it does more damage than Pheromosa, but it does not attack the bench. Well, I guess technically Pheromosa does 40, but it's spread out between 2 Mons. This guy does 40 to 1 Mon with less HP. I think it's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Happen to Headbutt. Why is it called that? Flip a coin. If Tails, this attack does nothing. What? This is terrible, right? What? Okay, Ultra Necrosma. What a card, man. What a card. Looks gorgeous. Shoegaze is also insane. Discard the top 5 cards of each player's deck. What? The only problem is you need 2 Psychic and 2 Steel. How are we building this thing? I guess LUSAMINE helps? I don't really know. How are we gonna build this, guys? Or could we run Dialga? Wait, I don't know. I'm thinking, how would we build it? But it looks fun to use. It's very destructive. It's random. It's fun. Now we have Pipool. Flip 2 coins to attack does 20 for each heads. Nothing incredible about this thing. It's normal. And this guy also has the same attack, 2-step. Okay, is that all? Okay, yeah, I think that's all. Okay, that is all we have so far. And I can't lie, me personally, I'm very excited. You know, I'm honestly very excited. Let me know what you guys think of the brand new Extra Dimensional Crisis cards so far. You know, me personally, I'd love to see a Primarina EX. I'd love to see a Pheromosa EX. I'd love to see a Nihilego EX as well. There are a few things that I'd love to see. A Silvally EX would also be great. But, I don't know. We're going to see if we get everything we want, guys. I don't think every Tapu will get an EX, but maybe a Tapu Lele EX would be cool too. But, I don't know. I'm okay if it's just Tapu Koko, to be honest with you. Also, trainer cards. Do you guys want the Immersive to be LUSAMINE or not this time? I don't know what the Immersive will be. Will it be Necrosma? Will it be an Ultra Beast? I don't know. But I don't know if they're going to do another Immersive trainer again after we just got 2. I don't know if I like that. Anyways. Enough of that. I'm very excited. I can't wait to do some pulls. I'm very excited. Make sure you guys save up your hourglasses. It's going to be a crazy Thursday coming up. I think it's Thursday, right? Yes. Anyways, comment down below what you guys are most hyped for and what cards you want to see that we have not seen yet. Like and sub, and you know the motto. I'm out.